Jeff and Jamie Potts are in the middle of trying to solve a mystery.
My buddy just gave me an envelope with $800 in it for our hunting trip. I couldn't find it. I couldn't find $800, and I knew I put it somewhere in the kitchen, dining room somewhere, and I couldn't find it.
And that's when we realized that Joe had not only ate a $20 bill, but he ate $800.
My hunting trip just got really expensive.
We decided that we were going to call the vet right away. Their concern as well was if it's obstructing something, surgery could have been involved.
Hi. What's going on?
When Joe presented, time was of the essence. This must be Joe.
It is.
We knew we had a short window to get this money out before it would start trying to move into the small intestine because of the fact that the paper that money is made out of has a very high fabric content. So it's not going to break down readily. And once it hit the small intestine, there wasn't going to be a lot we could do without going straight to surgery. It could actually prove fatal to Joe.
Dr. Bramer knows there's a good chance the money is still in Joe's stomach and decides to induce vomiting.
So they went and took Joe back, and they told us that, and we had to wait a little while to find out the results.
Can I have this leg? To induce vomiting in a dog that's eaten something silly, as I like to try to put it, is with a medication called apomorphine. And apomorphine is actually related to morphine, the painkiller that we all know, but it's been chemically altered that when it's administered, it causes a great deal of nausea very quickly, and it causes vomiting.
That's a good boy.
But the nice thing is it's extremely short-acting. So once it's administered, you usually have vomit within a couple of minutes, no more than 5 minutes. You watch them the entire time because dogs do have a very nasty habit of sometimes eating what they will throw up.
And we were in there for, might have been an hour, but it just seemed like it was 6 hours. And I was worried, didn't know what was going on.
Sorry, Joe. You don't feel so good, do you? Come on, Joe. All right, buddy, you're gonna feel a little nauseous. Sorry.
When Joe started vomiting up money, my first reaction was, we have a walking ATM in the house. There was a bit of humor. I mean, this case was taken very seriously because there obviously was risk to the dog, but we were actually all very glad that it was coming up. After Joe had brought up all the money and we had washed it and counted it, I went into the Potts family and told them that he had brought up every last dollar of the money they were missing, and they were so happy.
Yes, Joe threw up the remaining $780.
And it made me happy that I made their day and was able to give them Joe back in a good shape, and he was happy too.
How you feel, buddy? I was very surprised. I didn't think they would get it all back.
The money was a little wrinkled, but it was fully intact, which is unbelievable.
Dogs, when they chew something, break it into kind of medium-sized pieces and pretty much swallow them whole. So he did chew it a little bit, but money is actually fairly tough stuff. It's not going to shred as easily as like a little bit of kibble would. It actually went down fairly whole and came up the same way.
Thank you so much.
He behaves like nothing had happened, that he had just gone for a trip to the vet. He was a little tired, a little lethargic, but all in all, he was fine.